Saw you in a field of ice and snow, holding out your hand for me to go. Wasn't scared to see you, always knew it in my bones that something here was bound to take me home. You said you don't know me well, but I'm your angel in white. I'll be close if you come, I'll be just behind you. You're not on the list, but I can get you inside. Use your mind, listen to my voices and guide you. You give yourself over, yeah, you don't wanna fight. If you do, I'm gonna bid you a hard, cold goodnight, baby. Hang on to your ticket, you're doing alright. And if you don't trust it, hold it up.
Let me answer your question with another question. How are we doing today, Thor? We have had music whenever I'm working on game development stuff. So, welcome back, man. Haven't seen you in a long time. How you been, brother? How have you been? Oh, we had a huge dust storm yesterday. It was great. I could barely see on the way home, and then we had flickering power. It was fantastic. I love it when we get 50-mile-an-hour winds in a flat plane. It's great. Nothing to break it up. Pure chaos, insanity. I love it all. But yeah, anytime I'm doing game development stuff, I have music. So that way you guys aren't sitting there just bored listening to me ramble about random things. Also, there has to be a discussion that we have to have today, and it's the fact of if I look like Andy Samberg or not. I don't believe it. You're never going to convince me, but I have been told this countless times in the last couple weeks, and I need to get this answer out there now. So, also, YouTube, what in the absolute shit are you doing right now? Okay, bitrate, I'm going to need you to stabilize. Thank you. All right. This is the parking lot. We are here. I just got like 700 notifications. Sensitive content warnings for Google Messages. Anyway, maybe after Terry's taken him to the gym a few times. Huh? Oh, Andy Samberg. I mean, it's more of the face. My body's always going to be exponentially better than most. It's fine. God tier here, you know. Just gotta, send it as it is. You got, you know what I mean? You're talking guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, right? I honestly have no idea if he played in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I, I, I don't know. Maybe he did. For the longest time, I didn't even know what his name was until people started telling me I looked like him. And then from there, it just kind of spiraled. I had to look up a picture of him to see what people were talking about, and I don't see it. I don't believe it. Let me see. Let me just Brooklyn Nine-Nine Andy Samberg. I guess he was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Maybe. Oh yeah, 100%. I didn't know that was Andy Samberg, to be completely honest with you. But no, you stop it. I don't want a full episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah, this is the lovely cast of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So I guess this is who I look like. I don't see it. He is kind of scrawny. I will agree. But here we are. Anyway, I have thought about getting into Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't know. I can't really decide if I want to take the time away from focusing on stuff like this to focus on stuff like that. Once he goes to the gym for a while, maybe. All right, I can respect it. I can respect it. Are you body shaming me, Thor? You wouldn't do a thing like that, would you? I'm kidding, obviously. We're gonna go ahead and add a rigid body to this guy. Should make it to where whenever I actually hit play, he will fall to the ground. I honestly have no idea where my main camera is. We were moving it around a whole lot. If anything, I'm body shaming him. Facts. Facts. But just so anybody watching in the future and currently watching, I am probably going to be taking not a hiatus, but a small break from streaming for a little bit. We have, it's nothing serious. I just need a minute to myself. My work is absolutely fucking destroying me right now, and I just need a moment, you know. Just need to take a step back, rebalance some things. I'm gonna still be working on this in the background, but I'm getting burnt, and I don't want to be unentertaining for you guys. Yesterday was a super fantastic break, and I needed it. As for absence, you got Delta Force friends, and unfortunately so did I, that play the same time and can't play with 4. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. I really wish they would increase that. So I understand though. I mean, it happens. I don't ever expect anybody to fully stick around forever. Everybody gets new interests and new hobbies. I mean, I want to focus mainly on doing game development stuff rather than doing gaming. So that's going to deter a lot of people. And then there's also the fact that whenever we're working on stuff like this, like some people just aren't interested. Yo, what up, Law? What's up, Giraffe? How we doing? How are we doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Also been a bit of shit show for me in the last month or so. Why? What's going on? What you got going on, Thor? Tell me all your trials and tribulations. Going good, Law? Good. Glad to hear it. How did everything go with the graduation prep? Okay, asshole is perfectly allotted. My foot decided to be an asshole for a minute or two, but it's being nice again. Hell yeah. Wait, why did your gout? Why would your foot be an asshole? What's going on? Now I got 2 people that I need to hear trials and tribulations from. Let me hear your problems. Maybe I can help you with all of your stuffs. I don't really care too much about the start right now. We can always add it back in later. Lurk fan shepherding stuff. I stepped back from that now and had to kind of switch off streaming stuff when we weren't streaming. I get that. Honestly, being a shepherd for the Lurk fan would be super annoying to me. It's not about the people. It's not about things. It's a responsibility that I don't want. So it would be just too much management for enjoying being part of Lurk fam. You know what I mean? No, sometimes it's just like to have pain. And the only way I know to stop the pain is stand on my foot flat on the ground for a minute. I have the same shit, except it's not my foot, it's my ankle. I've always tied it up to being like I left my ankle twisted weird or some shit like that, and then it just fixed itself. I don't know. But sometimes if I don't stand flat-footed for a period of time, my ankle will lock up and it'll just hurt. Hate it. I feel you, Law. I feel you. Probably. It sounds like a fucky muscle situation. I like how Twitch lets the word fucky come through, but not asshole. Yeah, Thor, I feel you. Being the whole, like, I couldn't do the shepherd thing. feels like attack, so like probably like muscle contracting when it shouldn't. Maybe. I know this is gonna sound weird, but have you tried adding a little bit of salt to your water? So if you get like Celtic salt, it'll help muscles and stuff retain a lot more water, and then that will help you with having your muscles well hydrated, because a dehydrated muscle in your foot could cause it to contract and hurt. So don't make it like ocean salt water, but obviously do the research before you start throwing a bunch of salt in your water. But it's what I do whenever I'm doing heavy weightlifting. Yeah, see, you got to go with it. But yo, Highland Cow Lover, welcome in. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. I thought you already followed though. Either way, thank you so much for the follow, much appreciated. But I use Epsom salt for baths. So Epsom salt's great, but I wouldn't drink Epsom salt. That's how we get the really bad situations, though. I don't know. I waited this long for that account. Wait, I don't know how long. Wait, you have 2 accounts going right now? Wait, you're Highland Cow too? Oh my god. I don't know if I can handle all these different personas. Well, welcome in, Highland Cow. Much appreciated. Oh god, now I'm gonna get it from both accounts at the same time. Swear to god, my dog just came in and crop dusted me. I think we're just gonna do a basic raw get key. Hey, thank you, Mjolnir, bot 1. Sounds a little sus, but that's why Missy keeps calling. Oh, okay, that makes sense now. Are we playing that game? Wait, which game? Oh god, you have a second account as well? Bro, I can't keep up with all these names. I'm gonna get lost. One day somebody can come in and be like, I think I know who you are. And you know what? The more people I got lurking on me, that's fine. I'm alright with that. But yeah, there's gonna be probably a week or two that we actually just don't stream. I'm going to be helping some buddies out. Yeah, I'm gonna be helping out a buddy with building a fence and a bunch of stuff like that, so I'm probably gonna take a week or 2 off. And it's just gonna be a good moment for Mjolnir bot. Oh, I did not know that's how you actually spelled Mjolnir, by the way. I was very confused when I first saw that. But yeah, we're probably gonna be taking that couple weeks off because we got to build a pretty sizable fence because their fence went down during one of our storms and it got destroyed. I can get more. Oh no, please don't. I mean, if you're gonna lurk with all of them at the same time, I'm not gonna say no to the viewership. I won't, because that's all I'm waiting for on Path to Partner is getting that 75 average viewers. So if you could figure out 75 different devices to lurk on me all the time, I'd be all right with that. So I'd be perfectly okay with that. Be the most scuffed way of getting partner I'd ever think of. Yeah, I didn't think that though, or think that through when I named it, but can't change it in for a month. Oof. Can't do 75. Right? I tried. I can do 3 on my main computer, 3 on my work tablet, 3 on my main tablet, and then 3 on my wife's tablet, and then another 3. Just have 75 Chrome tabs, just giving me 1 minute while I so got to get Opera GX, and that's today's sponsor of today's video. No, I'm kidding. I wish I was sponsored by Opera. That'd be sick. But you actually can't do that. Twitch is smart enough. If you have too many tabs open on one computer, it won't let it work. Only count 2 of them if they're not from the same IP. Yeah, and that's the shitty part. So I'm pulling a brain fart here. It's been a long day. I had 2 waves of testing today, and then 3 classes that I was teaching today, and it fried my fucking brain. So I'm going to be cheating quite a bit here on some of the other stuff that I've done here. Third law. So I guess I'm at my max then. Well, I appreciate the max viewership. I didn't know you guys wanted me in the surround sound, but we are going to be doing some voice acting stuff. I'm probably going to do some of the recordings. Some of like my Barefoot Bandits with the resub for 4 months. Much appreciated. Welcome in, Bandits. Thor, are you logged into that one as well? Or did Doc finally make a presence onto my stream again? But yeah, we are going to be doing some stuff. I'm probably going to be doing all my promos on here, doing it live, just hanging out, doing some readings, things like that, getting some direct input from you guys. I can remote access our lurk PC. That is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I don't do remote access. I don't let anybody have access to my stuff without my permission. I'm too untrusting. Okay, I know that you're going to have an issue with this, Unity, but I really need you to open up this file so that I can look at something and get my stuff done. But are you really going to be hateful about the fact that I have another Unity file open? There's another, but thank you. There's another, but phone number isn't verified, so he isn't allowed to talk. Ah, see. That's ridiculous. Unity likes to load files slower than ArcGIS. Actually, yeah. It can. It depends on the project size. Like if I opened up Forever Fallen, that one would take a hot minute. Funny enough, I load my GIS projects faster than Unity. That's sick though. So this is, yeah. I like Unity, but it definitely has its downfalls. Okay. Yeah, I was right. Having worked in it for a class, I agree. Yeah. So I've done this Unreal. I've done batch files, things like that. I've done like text-based adventure through fucking HTML, things like that. But it just, I don't know. Unity just kind of stuck. I really liked working in Unity while it did have its nuances. It's the easiest way to put it. Yeah, I'm just being stupid and overcomplicating it in my head. So, all right. You go away. All right, cool. I need to make my public vector. Never managed to look into the coding stuff probably since our last conversation. I've been distracted doing fun things with our chatbot. Hell yeah. I need to update my chatbot. I need to add in some of the like, oh, hey, look, there's a Pokemon you can catch, things like that. But I don't know. That shit's kind of gimmicky. And I want something that I personally code to be a chatbot, but that shit's hard to get past Twitch's bot viewership checks for some fucking reason. Because I tried to put, I might have just broke the code too. So, yeah. I might have just broke the code. I won't talk shit because I may have done it wrong. Oh my God, fingers, work for me here. Move force, sure. We'll just keep it the same. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I can just make it a public vector 3 and just leave it like that. So, okay. Move force, and then force mode is not going to be impulse. Impulse is going to be like if you want something to go, But yeah, if something that you guys want to see is like me hanging out doing like promo readings and things like that, I'm going to try to actually focus on getting my voice acting career off the ground. So, you forgot a semicolon, the horror. You're not wrong. I haven't got there yet. It's taking me 20 minutes to write one line of code because my brain is mostly off. Okay. That semicolon. I see what you're saying now. You're not wrong. I love mixing it up for it. Slowly getting there, getting my head around variables and write read to files and stuff. No, there's no red squiggles. It's perfect code. I write flawless perfect code every time. And keep talking to you, yeah? Yeah, this is fine. I don't come onto these and do coding streams to make tons of progress. I like talking to you guys. So, cool. I'm glad that it actually already knew what I was going to do. This might be a little too aggressive for what kind of game we're making, so. And also, we need to do something else as well. Negative food move forwards. This is going to be a whole lot of like copy pasta. So I don't really need to focus too much on it. Why are you adding fucking parentheses where they don't need to be? Turd. Coding is just writing shit, having it not working, then trying a bunch of solutions before finally bashing your head into a wall until you get lost enough, or until you lost enough brain cells to ask, did I make a dumb mistake? And discovering, yes, I did. That extremely basic mistake. Yes. I cannot tell you how many times I've done that. Actually, with the Forever Fallen, I still have a lot of bugs that I need to work out with some of the shit that is just not working. So, it's my entire coding experience. This will be... I'm not going to say I'm getting over it because you never do, but... See... Oh. We want it to be along the X. Just do 5. Probably ought to connect the rigid body, dumbass. There we go. Well, I mean, it technically did do what it was supposed to do, but it definitely didn't do what I wanted it to do. Sorry, you want to connect that rigid body there, turd? I need it to be along the Z as well. Let's just do 5. And then come under here to the constraints. We need to freeze X and Z rotation so it doesn't fall over for a little bit. This is the same issue I ran into before. There we go. All right. So with the way that this one is set up, right? We're not going to be able to technically have full control of the character. And I kind of want it to be... I think we're going to have to end up programming each section. So whenever I go in here and so let me just demonstrate. So this is a fixed camera angle game, right? So if we take our main camera and we move it here, just for shiggles, so I can get this down. If we have this as the main camera angle, your controls, as someone who is about to graduate with a CS degree, I know that much. Yeah. It's rough. Yeah, see. I don't really like that camera angle. Let's go 0, 0, 0 for now. Give me that. So move this to... Type of force are you applying? Velocity change. So it might not be the best one, but I don't want to do impulse because impulse is too explosive, and I want it to be a consistent add, and then we'll just clamp it down to actual speed. So oh fuck, I forgot to adjust it. And because we're doing it in times.delta time to keep it consistent across all computers, no matter how powerful or weak, it will be a little bit different. So all right, so from this camera angle, your intuitive thing would be, hey, I'm going to push forward, right? I'm going to push W to walk forward. So that would be boom. So ooh, oh no, my sub ended and I have to watch ads. You shouldn't have to watch ads. Not get rid of the delta time. If you have a bad PC, the game is unbearably slow. Not necessarily. So on the other end of that, you can also abuse frame rates. So the way that time.delta time is it uses... Tell that to L'Oreal. Well, L'Oreal can go suck it. Because the time.delta time isn't so much for, it's for consistent play. So I don't want shit like that, which obviously that'll be fixed whenever we get to the clamping portion. Which also 20 is way too fucking high. I would rather have the time.delta time. There's nothing out there. I mean, unless you're running on a complete potato, there's nothing out there that should, yeah. Yes, that's why. Thank you. My brain is mush enough to where I can't explain that. So I remember that much from my class in Unity. Yeah. But if you don't have it set up on a fixed interval, like the way with time.delta time, like if I start playing this game right now, I build it and I run it, this game, my computer is going to run this thing at 3,000 frames per second. No, you're good. You're good. But 3,000 frames per second with adding force is going to make my guy go wee. So yeah, that's a good looking shopping mall. You're damn right it is. That is a fantastic looking shopping mall. Okay, so You're not wrong, actually. Frame abusing is a massive speedrunner thing. Trick. I am so sorry, guys. I'm on a struggle right now, apparently. My brain is just not comprehending at the moment. I want to say one of the Fallout games, the strategy involves looking on the ground because the fact that it speeds or that speed is tied to the frame rates. Yes, 100%. I hate games that do that. Yep. Speedrun strategy. There you go. Words are hard, guys. Un momento. Must compose myself. Bring in the feng shui. Right the mind. We're coding. All right. So, what I was about to do is we're going to start building out some of the. Oh, what is all this shit? Oh, it's all the front end. That's fine. It's hard when you have ADHD and my brain moves faster than my hands, which move faster than my mouth. Yeah. I feel that. Sometimes my brain moves a million miles an hour and my body wants to keep up. It just can't. So. All right. You. Come here. Perfect. Let's see. We want this area to be its own trigger. We want this area to be its own trigger. So everything in here needs to be on a set camera angle. So we'll make this a trigger. We'll make this a trigger. And then we'll make this a trigger. So I'm a fast typer due to my disabilities, meaning I've been typing since a very young age. I wish I was a very fast typer. I get maybe 60 words per minute. Maybe. So along the X, we'll go ahead and make it 20. That should work for now. Yeah, that'll work. So I kind of want it set up to where these don't need to be precise. What am I doing? These are literally a trigger box. They don't do much else other than say, hey, you're doing this. I also don't follow the typing techniques I was taught in school. I just have my own unique hand placement. So there was a guy I knew for a long time. He typed 120 words a minute. Fast as shit. And he did half hunt and peck, half touch typing. So I don't think that having the proper technique is entirely useful or entirely required for that fact. Yeah, that's also true. I know how to type better with my hands on WASD than I do with some other ones. So that is way too fucking big. Let's do 7. There we go. That's better. Then we'll make it 20. Okay. Slide you over. All right. Where's that sitting at? Actually, that is damn near perfect. But it's not far enough. We'll try 25. Perfect. Okay. Turn that off. Turn that on. So we need to do... So I think the way we're going to do this is we're going to pre-program in multiple camera positions, right? And then we're going to access, so this trigger is going to be universal across all of it, right? And then as you maneuver through, you're just going to be setting the camera location to different positions with different camera rotations. So if you enter this trigger specifically, fuck, that's not going to work. I think we're going to have to individually program. No, there has to be a way to do it without having to do multiple scripts for each camera angle. All right. Anyway, what are you doing with the model? What do you mean? I'm working on the programming. So it's effectively different scenes. Essentially, yeah, it's different scenes within the same scene. I'm still debating on if I want to do interior exterior on actual separate scenes, but we're just kind of snapping the camera around. So I'm trying to think. We could do an if statement saying that this is camera position 1, right? And then do if this game object dot name equals camera position dot 1 or camera position 1 on trigger enter. Okay. I'm gonna do something here really quick. I need a program. Word. All right. Open Word. Open. You want to change the angles but use the same script. There's probably a specific type that you can use to store the angles as a definable variables. Correct. I can create all the variables that I want, and we can name them as new vectors and quaternions. And then from those quaternions, we can set the camera angle and the position of that camera, right? My problem is that I don't want to build 37 different scripts with different camera angles. So if you're walking along, I want it to be one script that covers all the camera angles. And then if we need to add more camera angles into it, we can just make it position 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it may be. And then as you enter those triggers, based on the name of the trigger that you enter, it can set the camera angle to the position correlating to that specific trigger. So if we set this trigger's name as position 1, right, and then we set the position 1 camera to this specific location, then whenever the player walks into that, it'll do a check to say, hey, on trigger enter, if this dot game object equals this, then do this. Then you should be able to define it on the objects that you're attaching the script to, if I remember correctly. Yes. Could. You could also just do it with if statements. We'll see. The switch statement is more going to be commonly used in C++, not C#. I don't actually think. Here, hold on. Let's just see something really quick. Switch. Code snippet for switch statement. Tab twice to insert switch. Scripting API. I need you. You might be right. I might be just dumb. High probability. Boop. Let us learn together. Switch. play mode, disable domain reload, animator. I don't want Nintendo Switch. Build target switch, no. Player. C# should have switch statements using or seen as its a C descendant, yeah. From W3 School's switch expression case. Code block break case Y, code block break, yeah. Default code block, yeah. God. I'm going to have to complain to Microsoft support. Their examples of switch statements use double as a case value. It was just all right. You're really gonna be a turd about this? Really is gonna be a turd about this. Is Unity specific? I don't want Unity specific. Or Unity engine. I want Unity itself. No. Okay. Here we go. Switch statements. Oh, just give me the scripting API. There we go. I don't want the discussions. I want just the API for it. Why in the fuck is it making it so hard to find? There we go. Yeah, that's fine. I wonder if we could use a switch. Because this is all very strong wind to the left. Yeah, that's fine. Wonder if you can use switch variables to change actual game objects within the game. Hell, my dog said hello. Yeah, because this looks like it's not going to... We could try using this with... their example of a switch statement. Okay. Gonna have to alert. Got a stream going in 30 minutes and stuff to prep. All right, man. Yeah, you do you, boy. Thank you for the lurk. Thanks for hanging out. Much appreciated. Yeah, so creating a directory. Honestly, I think using a switch statement is going to be more work than if we were to just use if statements. Because if we define what the if statement is, the switch statement could work. You just get the variables that you want it to, and then your switch variable would just be whatever the actual trigger name would be. So it'd be the same exact thing as if we're setting up an if statement. Because these are still going to have to run constantly in the update to be checking to see what's going on. And then we can build the on trigger enter as its own thing. Yeah. Oh, I don't care about looking cleaner as long as it functions. Yeah, I mean, it could work. You're not wrong. I'm not arguing that fact. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. Sorry, excuse me. All right, let's get rid of that because that's just going to be. I'm going to forget that I put that in there. So, yeah, because that's the other thing, though, is that we'd still have to do the on trigger enter function anyway to determine when we're going to actually be moving from spot to spot. Now, we could set it up to where, based on distance away from camera and getting world position, we could actually change it that way. But that seems way more convoluted than just doing a simple if or switch statement. So, you're not wrong. 100% could be done that way. Okay. Create a directory that holds all the camera positions. Then based on that directory, you would set it up to where if you enter this trigger, it would set the value of the directory equal to position 1. And then that position 1 would translate all of the rotational information and physical location to that. But we can just simply do it where this trigger is going to hold all the different variables, all the different positions, and then we name the triggers differently, right? So we build one script that holds everything. And then the if statement will just check and make sure that, hey, if this box is equal to this, then the camera position is equal to this. And then you're going to set the camera position, and then you're going to go on trigger enter. Boom. It should work. Okay. Let's see. Camera position trigger. Boom. Okay. Thanks for kicking me back to my scripts for absolutely no reason. So, first things we need to do is we need to do a Quaternion Euler for each one of the cameras. So if we actually look in the third law, I have the script already written out. I'm just going to take it because, yeah, I'm cheating on my own creations. Looks like there's another Unity instance running with this project open. Okay. Did I leave that one open? I thought I closed that one. I did. Okay. Oh, I double clicked it, dummy. So, but yeah, if we just go in, because we kind of do the same thing. So we can just do an on trigger enter. Here, let me just. We just need to set up each one of the positions. I also need to do my left and right movement really quick as well. And then we'll work on getting the rotation and everything like that. Main camera, you could get cool. That's fine. Follow Kane. Yep. Yo, what up, Lins? Dropping that predator. Welcome in, welcome in. We're melting brains. Things to do. Where the fuck did I store that? Did I put... Oh, I put it on the main camera. What am I doing? This is actually on the trigger and then on the main camera itself. All right. So we can set each one of these. There's going to be a lot of variables involved, but it'll be fine. I think for the main area, we're going to have we're not going to have too many for the first area, and then we can kind of break it out by area or by section, and then have each one of those do a different thing. So and then we can just put a empty game object in each one of the locations and set it equal to that empty game object. Actually, yeah, I think we're going to do that. I think that's exactly how we're going to do that. Rather than setting the transform in opposition through vectors, we can just set it equal to another object's location. So Quaternion Euler, yeah, it's easy. And then we can just make the Quaternion Euler into a new Quaternion Euler and then just set it to whatever we want it to be. Okay, we got it. We're working it. We got this shit down. All right, so then on the start, we're literally just going to go ahead and is equal to MC is equal to game object dot find. No, I don't want to do the find. I don't want it to search every time. We're just going to physically set it. It's taxing to search the entire hierarchy for that. So we don't need the update per se. Wondering. We could do a check. So if wrong button. So I want to get direct access to the main camera. And then we want to take that. Actually, we don't even want that. We want the transform of that camera. So we want public transform of the camera. MC dot position. Is equal to pause one dot position. Here, hold on. Yeah, we'll just do it like this for now. Just oh, hold on. Dummy. All right, so we're gonna throw all of that into a on trigger enter And then we're just going to do a bunch of different else statements to say if it's this, if else, if it's this, if it's this, if this, and then we're going to set it that way. And then we're going to generate a game object that is specifically for camera position. And then we'll set the Quaternion Euler based off of whatever we have set up into that. So if we set it like this, and we do a public, Quaternion Euler, can I do that? I don't think it's gonna let me do that. I might have to just do it through vectors. So we're just gonna do a vector. Public vector 3, if I could spell. The hell is going on with my typing today? Vector 3, and then we're gonna call this rot1. There we go. Okay, so you need to do the void on trigger enter. If this game object name, actually we can just go ahead and just X that out, put that one in, and then MC dot rotation is equal to Quaternion. Oh my god. Quaternion dot Euler of rot1. Okay, and then we can set the rotation of that specifically to it, and then we can keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. So we're missing something. If other.gameObject, okay, hold on. If other.gameObject dot tag is equal to player, then we need to put all this in here. Embedding if statements and if statements is perfectly fine. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a test really quick. We're going to set the game object here, and then we'll figure out the Quaternion Euler as well. So under this, we need to create a little sphere. Holy God, why are you like that? What in the absolute shit is going on here? What in the absolute fuck happened here? Control Z. Why are you so... Oh, you're a child to the trigger position, so that won't work. Yeah, let's try this. Sphere. Hey, look at that. I forgot I skewed the actual values of the sphere itself. So what we need to do here is I actually need to turn this guy back on. I need to put it like right here. Boom. Okay, so this is going to be pause 1. Pause 1. Okay. So with this one, we would do main camera is going to be this guy. And then pause 1 is going to be this guy. And then we need to take the main camera itself, move it from here. Okay, and then that is not the angle that we want. So let's go ahead and turn that mesh renderer off because we don't need to see it. And then we need to make sure that this is actually mostly aligned correctly. It doesn't need to be exact. But if we take and we rotate this around like so, and then I need you to switch between in and out of local and global. Why are you not doing it based off of my commands? Why are you not listening to me? Whatever. Go to local. Okay, and then I want you there. Let me change it back to global. The rotation is going to be, just make it a flat 12 and 38. So if we come here, make it 12 and negative 38. Okay, so let's get this back and we will zero that and zero that. And then, sorry, why are my hotkeys now? Oh, I'm fucking stupid, that's why. Okay, you, come here. You, go here. Now let's see if we can make things work first try, all right? We cannot. Oh, you know why? Because my pill don't have the stuff. There we go. Okay, still didn't work. Why? You know what? Okay, so that one's taking a collider. But that game object is okay. So let's just do a public bool really quick, just to do check, make sure everything I'm doing isn't correct. Okay, so it is registering that's in the trigger. So it's a communication issue with the actual movement of the camera. So I wonder if we need to drop a script on this. So if we go do a camera controller, I think this is going to be the way we're going to have to do it. And then this one is just going to be sending information directly to it. I'm back with a Pepsi can. Hell yeah. Welcome back. Hopefully your Pepsi is delicious. All right, so with this one, we're gonna have to do a couple if statements. So I think the way that we're gonna end up working this. It's been great since switching back to cans or to cans. The bottles that my family had all lost their carbonation. Ew. No, that's like the Pepsi Nitro or whatever the fuck it was, where they use nitrogen to infuse. Like they were super flat. Don't get me wrong, I actually kind of dug the flavor because I do kind of like a flat soda every now and again. But yeah, I don't think I can get behind it. But they tried to infuse flavor with it, and nitrogen just kills flavor. So can't remember if it was nitrogen or not. That sounds wrong. It might be right. I can't remember. Well, I want to say that the problem with the nitrogen is that it just escaped way too quickly, so you had to chug it. Or, yeah, true. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with fucking shotgunning a Pepsi to get your day started. Okay, so we need to hold all the camera positions in here. And then we just need to hold the bools inside of the actual triggers. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. My dogs are going nuts for some reason. Give me 1 second. Okay, everything's fine. Dogs are just going a little bit insano. Captain Insano over here. Yeah, I do want to get my voice acting career off because that's just good money. I got invited to do something for training AI. Don't know if I want to do that or not. Okay. So, I think what we're going to do here is all of this. So we actually need to get access to camera controller here. Boom. And then I'll just drag it in and pull it off directly off that. And then MC. So I'll just change this one over to position 1. Honestly, soda cans are the perfect size for drinking soda. Yeah, I'm honestly trying to get away from drinking soda. I need to cut down on my sugar intake or I'm going to become a gelatinous blob. All right. So we'll just change this one to position 1. Leave that to false, and then we're going to change the on trigger enter. So I think we're doing this out of order. So if we do this one correctly, so if this dot game object because we need to check and see what the position is before we tell it what the other collider does, right? Okay. Then from there, we need to take this actually out of here. And we need to put this bool on the camera. Okay. Then in here, if other game object of player is boom. So we need to change this one to MC dot position 1 equals true. Okay, we're gonna save that one. And then we can save this one as well. And then if position 1. Oh my god, buttons, fingers, stop doing dumb shit. There we go. Game object dot position. Transform dot position. What the fuck am I thinking? Transform dot position is equal to this guy, and we're going to take the public transform of position 1 and rotation 1. So we'll close that one out. Pull that one over to here. Okay, so position 1. Is going to be equal to pause 1. Transform dot rotation is going to be equal to Venturian dot Euler rot 1. Okay. Okay. All right. Yo, what up, medium? Damn, I need to get to work. You damn right you need to get to work. I get probably, oh shit, honestly, soda cans, at least for me, I get probably less than 1 can drink at once, but if I tried to drink more than 1, I wouldn't be able to finish the second unless I force myself to. Yeah, see, that's the thing is, like, if I'm sitting there working on something and say, for instance, we're watching a series that I'm super sucked into, I'll drink 3 or 4 sodas and it's bad. Might do some here in a minute, actually. Hell yeah. Excited to see what you're going to work up with that main character. So I took yesterday off because I was in the middle of a dust storm. So I got some makeup to do. All right. And just for my own sanity, we're going to go ahead and create a bull here. Of course, we're going to immediately set it to false. And then here we're going to set it to in trigger is equal to true. So MC.position1 equals true. So I feel like we can do this statement all the way down, just changing each position for each camera. Oh God, I misspelled position. Don't do that. That still seems wrong. Is that wrong? Hold on, let me. Position trigger. Oh, I literally named it position 1 trigger. That could have been why. Let's just go ahead and tag these. We're going to add a tag here. We're going to say position 1. So essentially, the way that this is going to end up working, save, go back to the trigger, come here, go position 1. Then we're going to take this name away from the name and we're going to move it to a tag. Then we're going to put it in here. Oh, medium. Are you going to work on geometry nodes at all? I really want to see your work with geometry nodes. I know I've been asking about it, but are you going to do any kind of geometry node work with this game? I should have been a little bit more specific. Are you going to do any geometry work for this game specifically? Geometry nodes, not geometry work. We're doing a bunch of geometry work. We make cubes. We make boxes. All right, so we need to set the transform. We need to connect this. All right, we got some things we need to link up. So for the position 1, MC type mismatch. What the fuck you mean? Pause 1. Okay. And then rotation 1 was 12. Negative 38. Okay. I don't think that's going to be correct, but that's fine. We'll deal with it in a second. Type mismatch. Relink it. There we go. All right. We should all be linked up. In trigger. Why is that there? Oh, that's for the position. Okay. All right. Okay. So as soon as we enter the trigger, boom. Fucking nailed it, boys. Okay. So we could technically just duplicate this all the way down and we're going to get what we want. Okay, so let's go ahead and add our left and right movement here just for shiggles. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do a public vector 3 side force. Okay. Do get key. I don't want to get key down. Yeah, we can do D. D is going to be the positive of the side force, so it'll be fine. RB dot add force. No, let's not add explosive force. That would be add force. There we go. And then we're going to go side force. And then, of course, we're going to multiply it by times dot delta time. Okay. We really should be doing this in a fixed update, but I have noticed a fixed update breaks things. I plan on it for sure. I make mini boxes. Of course, we make mini boxes. Okay. And then... So I don't want to do else if statements with this because I want them all to be able to be true at the same time. So if you want to walk forward and side strafe at the same time, you can. So if you do else if statements, only one of them can be true at the same time. So input dot get key code. I'm gonna have to change all this up whenever we get to actually doing the controller inputs, because controller. So I read I add force, and then we're going to add negative side force, and then of course multiply it by time dot delta time. Force mode. I don't know why it didn't. Why are you adding explosive force again? I have never used add explosive force. Stupid ass Unity trying to tell me what to do. Okay, so we actually have the camera snapping too. So what we need to do is we need to get the camera's main starting point. So if we do something like this, and then we go ahead and we rotate that around. So it's kind of weird because we got to set these cameras a little bit differently every time. So if we have this as the starting, right? Boom. Okay, you're going to be able to move forward, and you should be able to move. Oh, I didn't set the side force multiplier yet. Boom. Kind of digging that. That kind of works, but we got to do the back, because there is no trigger that actually controls the coming back into the first starting area. Okay. So we're going to set this as the starting location, I guess. There's a lot of parking lot that we're not using right now. That's fine. First things first, let's go ahead and get our side-to-side motion in. Player scale. Side force is going to be along the X. Yeesh, yeesh. So we'll go ahead and just mimic. We'll just do 10 for now. Okay. Enter that, and then we should have side-to-side control now. I'm going to put up so many barriers and walls. Okay. I also don't know why it drops down and up if you go too fast over the different colors, but fantastic. That actually looks really good. Okay. That works really, really well. I don't think you've made as many boxes as I have, medium. Yes. Bow to my box glory. Yes, yes. So, now that we got that worked out, let's see if we can get it to move positions. We're going to set this one at position 0. So we're going to immediately set the camera to position 0, which is going to be a duplication of this guy. So we can go ahead and move him over to right about there. That'll work. Okay. Ah, you shitter. There we go. Now, are you encompassed by my sphere? Yes, yes, trapped forever. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and call this one position 0. It might bog it down storing all these different game objects, so we might actually just do them as vectors and quaternion angles. So yeah, we might do that, to be honest. I think I would rather store the variable than the actual position, than the actual game object, because having all these positions is going to be a little ridiculous. So and what's funny is every time we add a position, we got to make the other position false so that it'll transition over. So we're going to be just flipping bools on and off constantly. So we're going to have to add one in, go through, add all the positions in, set them to false on other ones, make them true on the one it needs to be true on, and then boom, 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 boom. So yeah, we're okay. We made this one even out. So 6, 3. That is 0. That is not 3. 3. And then we'll make this one negative 56. Okay, so that'll be the first position. Okay, so we're changing up plans here a little bit. We're not doing game objects. We're just going to do vectors. So we're going to break this out here really quick and okay. Then we're going to do rotation vectors. Now we're cooking with some gas, yo. All right, then this one needs to be actually set to a transform or a vector. Vector 3, pause 1. Okay. Transformed opposition is going to be equal to that vector 3. So that should work just fine. So let's go ahead and get that vector 3 for pause 1. We're going to equalize it out and make it exacts. So it'll be 4, 3.5, and then negative 31. Okay. So that'll be the first one. So on the start, we're going to set pause. Oh, here, hold on. We gotta. Pause 0. So pause 0 is going to be equal to new vector 3. Okay, so pause 0 is going to be this guy. 6, 3, negative 56. So okay. Pause 1 going to be equal to, again, new vector 3. We're going to set that one equal to 4, 3.5, negative 31. Fall 3.5. Yeah, that's fine. It works in floats. Oh, yeah, there we go. Negative 31. Okay. So on the start, we're going to set the camera angle and position directly to pause 0. So we're going to start the player inside of a trigger. And then we're going to set pause 0. So in this one, We don't want any of these to be true at the same time. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go if this dot game object dot tag equals position 0. Again, starting position. Again, I don't know why you're yelling about that one. It's literally a full-fledged if statement. We're going to copy all that one. End trigger is equal to true. So we're going to actually just get rid of this because we know it works. So we don't need it running that bool every time. Okay. See that position 0 is equal to true. And we'll come over here and we will create that bool. Look, bool position 0. Okay, so on start. On the update, we want to make sure that we're setting it so if position 0, then we need to go ahead and set the transform dot position equal to pause 0, transform. We haven't made the rotation 0 yet, so let's go ahead and do that. Public vector 3. This is going to be rot 0. So transform, not rotation, this is going to be equal to Quanturian. Turnian Euler. No, I don't want Euler rotation. I just want Euler, because the Euler rotation is going to take in a lot more than just, yeah, rot 0. So we can actually set these variables here. I don't actually need to set these in the start, so we can actually just predefine them as what their values are right here and call that good. So okay, so let's go ahead and delete these two because we don't need those anymore. And then the rotation side of things, we can actually just pull that information directly from the main camera for rotation 0. Is going to be negative 30 off the rotation. So on the Y, so it's going to be equal to new vector 3. I don't need to do that at the start. I can predefine them. 0, negative 30, 0. Perfect. Okay, and the rotation 1 is going to be, it's actually going to be stored on the main camera. Rotation 1 is going to be 12, negative 38. Why is that? No. It's fine. If you predefine them as what they're supposed to be before it actually starts the game, those are going to be solid things. So it's 12, negative 38. Yeah. Negative 38 is 0. Okay. So then on start, I don't actually want to do this on start. I kind of wanted to remember where it was. But we're just going to set the camera right now. So Transform dot position is equal to position 0. Transform. Oh my God. Rotation is equal to rot 1, or sorry, rot 0. Why are you not liking that? Oh. Rot 0. There we go. Cool. That's going to preset it up immediately starting off here. And then we can actually change that to a different variable, and we can store that variable. So if we wanted to create like a save vector, we could save everything in it. And once we create the save file, it'll set everything to where you need to be, including player position, camera rotation, position, all that fun stuff, so that you'll be able to see. So now whenever we play, we should get the exact positions to go to pause 0. Okay. Why? Technically, I didn't build this trigger, but that shouldn't matter. You know what? I don't even need to do that. I can just literally just make position 0. God, why are you doing this? Position 0 equal to true. I don't know why I was overcomplicating that. So I should set it right here. Why are you not setting it to that? Okay. Maybe I do need to have all these broken out at the start. I'm not gonna retype them. That'd be stupid. Okay. See if that changes some things here. Gotta shut that down so it can recompile. That could have crashed my entire fucking game. There we go. Okay, and then we go over here. All right, cool. So that's working out. Those no longer need to be public, but we do need to set up another trigger in this area for the actual thing. So go ahead and duplicate this one out, and then we will go ahead and position trigger this one, turn the mesh renderer on, take this one, and then we will vertice snap that to there. That way we're going to start in this trigger and it's going to be set to true. But we want it to have a trigger, and we want to change this one. We're going to rename this one as well to just position trigger, because we don't really need position 1 and position 2. Okay. All right, position trigger 1, we're going to go ahead and tag this one as a different one. We're going to go position 0. Save that one. Okay, go back to this one. We're going to call this one position 0. Sick. Hey, what's up, the Spidey? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Oh, probably ought to... Hold on. Probably ought to shut this guy off. So, man followed from the Discord? Oh, hell yeah. Welcome, man. How did you discover the Discord, by the by? Which Discord? Okay, so now I should be able to... Hold on. Oh, hold on. That's... Yeah, a massive conflict. So... It's false. And this one, we need to swap it back to the other way. So... Support group Discord? Hell yeah. Welcome in. I actually really like that Discord. I don't talk in it as much as I should, but yeah, it's a great Discord. Okay, we want to set that one to false, that one to true, and then back and forth. So now whenever I come over here, I had conflicting true statements, so not one could be true at the same, or both could be true at the same time. So now when we come here, it's like, oh, cool. And then we're going to come back here. Hell yeah. Now we have fixed camera angles. Let's fucking go. Boop. God. I wish Medium was here to see this. How are you, Spidey? What are you into? What kind of games? What do you do? What do you play? How do you stream? What do you stream? When do you stream? I know that's a lot of questions all in one. Essentially, let me know about yourself. What you got? Cool. We now have changing camera angles and it's working beautifully. So this camera angle over here is going to be a little bit different. So we can actually just take this one and we can duplicate it out again. And then we're going to adjust some of this. And I'm kind of regretting not doing this with a Pro Builder item. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much, but okay. So with this one, I actually have some camera angles and stuff that I've already got set up for this. So as you can see, I'm clearly into game development. But I have to get some camera angles that I already pre-built because I really like the angles. It's just going to take me 400 years to go back through the craziness here. I wanted to start working out getting all these camera placements down so that we can actually start navigating, working through how to do the actual builds of everything. So it's going to be a lot of back and forth variables going on to make sure things are working correctly. Man, I should have saved those out on a different file. That was really dumb of me. But here we are, the scrolling century through my Discord chat with my development team. Oh my goodness. All right, it's not worth it. We're rebuilding it. We're rebuilding it from scratch because that's going to take a fucking nightmare of amount of time to actually get through it. So this one... Okay, we're actually going to rearrange these so that I know exactly which ones are where. Then we're going to go. excuse me. Oh, God, that hurt. You ever drink something or you just sit there and you breathe and it just feels like you suck down sand? Damn. Ooh. All right. Oh, yep, that hurt. Okay. I think I'm actually going to change these out here really quick. I'm going to do a Pro Builder object because Pro Builder objects are much easier to work with. 8 and 3, doesn't matter. Go ahead and do this. Bam. Okay. Go ahead and take it over to the inspector. Yeah, these are much easier to build triggers out with. So with this one, we're going to actually have 2 separate camera angles. And I think the way we're going to work this is, one, we need to see where... I'm not rebuilding this one because I don't need to. I need to see where this one ends, and then we're going to butt it right up against. So if we take this face extrusion and we go to here, boom, that's going to line it up perfectly. And then try to show as much as I can. Boom. Okay. All right. So I kind of want this area to be left up for seeing the front of the movie theater. So when you walk over here, it will change over and then it'll be a movie theater. And then for this, because we have this here, like this is going to be your starting area. It'll focus you on this and letting you walk forward. And then we'll have another setup over here, pretty much the exact same as this one. That will have the exact same camera angles, just flipped. And then whenever we're inside buildings, depending on how big the room is, will depend on how many positions we need. So now that I've gone through and explained all that nonsense, we want this to be our midpoint. We're going to go ahead and take this and we're going to extrude it out to there. Probably a little bit further. Kind of want it like that. Boom. Now under here is going to be its own camera angle, right? Kind of have to be careful with what we're doing here. So we want this to be convex and its trigger. And go ahead and disable the mesh renderer. Boom. Cool. So we can go ahead and go back to, we can call this one position trigger. And we'll just go ahead and keep the naming the same. Boom. Position trigger 2. And then we're going to change this one over to a new tag. Call this one position 2. Position 2. Save. Okay. All right. I'm actually going to change the naming of this one because I don't like the fact that it's out of order. We're going to change this one over to that, and then we're going to change this one over to this. Whenever everything is said and done, I also realized that I did not name these Trigger, I named them Tigger. Spelling is important. All right. Okay, so position trigger 1 and 2. So 0 is going to be the main guy out here where you're going to start. After that, it's going to swap and we're going to see more of the back side of the parking lot. So this positioning is fine, specifically for 0. And then we're going to have to set up that. So if we take this guy, we can duplicate that one really quick and we can call this one position 2. Okay. Drag us over here like such. So with this one, we want it to be looking down this way, and I think the best way we're going to accomplish that, we can actually shut this guy off on the mesh renderer because we don't need it anymore. So position 2, you're obviously going to come down. So we can actually pull this one like right here. It doesn't have to be within the same trigger area. It just has to be a position. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and move the main camera to this position really quick. Okay. Get inside your sphere. Get in your ball. There we go. All right. Actually, that's really not a bad position. It's kind of encompassing too much of the left-hand side. So this is just the main starting camera. So most of it's going to stay the same. But what we can do here is we can rotate it around a little bit more so that we can see some of the entrance, but not too much of it. Okay, I actually kind of like how that looks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I fucked up. I fucked up, guys. Okay, that's fine. No, it's not. You, come back out. There we go. Yeah, you guys can't really see it too much. It's too small. But I think right about there is where we want it. So we'll go ahead and set the... Copy that. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and set position 2 here really quick. Actually, we can change this to else if, because I don't want them to be... I don't want them to be able to be true at the same time. So else if this.gameObject.tag is equal to position 2. Okay. Okay, we need to change both these to false. And we're going to go ahead and add in the MC dot position 2 because we're about to add it in equals true. And then we need to take this same one and run it back all the way back through the rest of these to turn it as false. And it's going to yell at me because position 2 technically doesn't exist right now. False. False. Okay, save that, throw here. And then we're going to add the public bool, position 2. Okay. Then again, we can probably run these as else if statements, but we'll keep them as if statements right now. Else it, or if position 2 is equal to true, then we're going to go ahead and set the transform dot position. Go ahead and just add this new variable, position 2, new vector 3, control V. Oh, bitch. You. Give me this. Paste that in. Ah. Why don't you like that? Oh, because they don't have F on them, but that's fine. We're going to refine this a little bit. So this is going to be negative 14.5. This is going to be 3. And this one is going to be negative 27. Perfect. Negative 14.53, negative 27. Negative 14.5, 3, negative 27. I don't know why I'm still doing that, because it doesn't work. That's fine. It just, sure. What is it? Rotation is going to be negative 45. See how that actually looks. That'll work. Okay. Okay. I am going to do a test really quick and see if that is actually holding the value. I don't think it is, but transform dot position going to be equal to pause 2. Close that off. Transform dot rotation is continuing rot 2. Boom. Save. Done. Move. Okay. So now what we're going to do, all that should have linked up. Yep. So now we should be able to bounce between these 3 and it constantly change angles. Perfection. Well, not really. Not yet. We haven't worked out the player movement yet. We just got general movement in so I can test out the cameras. So if I come over here, did I not tag the trigger? I did not. Let me make sure I actually position 2. Yeah. So I don't think I need to do that because the else statements. Just leave it like that. It's fine. Because it's locking it into 1. So they're all going to have to be their own individual checks. Okay, so now we should be able to come here. Cool. Then we can go back. Cool. Then we can go back in. Sick. And then we can come over here. Why? Position 2. Okay, checking for player, setting position 2 equal to true. If position true is 2, pause 2. I don't think it has any real value for pause 2. So let's go ahead and get out of here. So, okay. I mean, that's fine to a degree, but also kind of annoying because these should be preset variables. Should be. Unpaid invoices are over 4K currently. Damn. Getting them fat unpaid invoices. I don't know, and also might be because I'm using a Pro Builder item. I know triggers and Pro Builder items are kind of fucking weird. They don't always act the way. Money bags. Me? I ain't no money bags. What you talking about? Drink got drink? You got it, Haley. Yeah, motion? Yeah, no shit. He is a money bags. Although I can't say much. God. But yeah, Medium is a fucking money bag. That boy's rich. I think he's just hiding his true wealth from us, and he's actually like a multimillionaire. He probably has like 15 different companies. So I think it's because I made this a pro builder item. It should still work though. I don't want to override anything. Yeah, but it's a trigger. I think this thing has some serious issues with, like, it's always been a problem, and I know it has. It's just, I wish it wasn't. So we need this object size at 13.3 by 4 by 19, roughly. But I should be able to grab and extrude faces. So we're going to have to rebuild this into a different size. Because I don't know why. Center of the pivot all day, but it doesn't matter. Set trigger. Okay. Let's see what it does. See if maybe the set trigger is what I need it to do to let me do things. No. Why? Okay. But that's already a pro builder item. I think so too. Is he drunk? The character? Yeah, he's fucking trashed. It's me controlling him. What are you talking about? Of course he's fucking drunk. Medium? Maybe. He might be trashed. Who knows? Why do you not work? That's what's so aggravating. You can build so much custom items with Pro Builder, but for some reason triggers just don't work. No, we'd know? Yeah, you're not wrong. But yeah, we got transitioning cameras now. It's just about getting all the placements in place and good to go. But yeah, shit works. I've also got a speed turned way up so I can actually maneuver without having to worry too much about anything. So I can test things faster. I also need to start thinking about possibly doing hotkeys where I could just push a button and it sets it to this. So we'll have to see. I might have to delete this one though, sadly, because it's just, for some reason, Pro Builder objects just don't. They just don't do anything. They don't work with triggers for some reason. Oh well. Live and learn. Alright. Duplicate that one over. Give me my handy dandy move tool. We're going to have to turn this one and this one's mesh renderers on. And then we're going to vertice snap this guy. Oh, I need to select one of them. I'm going to go ahead and vertice snap this guy to there. And then can I do face extrusion here? I cannot. Now, here's my real question. So make this one 13.8 fall. Gonna make this one fall. I mean, kinda. Not really. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 4 is gonna work just fine. And then this one is going to be shorter. We'll have to adjust that in a second. So, give me this and snap it to something here. Yeah, I really wish this was a little bit easier to work with, but man, it is fucking rough. I don't want you inside there. Okay, so it needs to be smaller along this. So I think it was like, what, 23? I was on the wrong axis. X. We need to make that one smaller, I think. House. All right. Thanks for waking me up, Lens. Much appreciated. Shitting all over the stream, are we? All right. I really hate working with these. I wish Pro Builder would work. Why is my Pro Builder triggers not working? I'm so sad. I want it to work. All right. You, come here. All right. I want you there. I mean, could I just do... where are you at? I can't Pro Builderize it. Damn. Okay. That's unfortunate because that's really fucking annoying. Because it's not exact amounts. That's what's annoying about it. I'm going to go ahead and pull this back a little bit. About right there. And then we actually need to make it smaller by about 3 meters along the X, or along the Z. So we'll make it a flat 20. And then we'll slide it back a little bit more. There we go. As far as the width goes, we need to shrink it by probably the actual, just make it a flat 13. And then we will suck it into this corner like we just did. Now that little gap ain't going to be too big of an issue, right? And then we're going to go ahead and... Am I stupid? I am very fucking stupid. Huh. Trigger behavior script. Okay. I don't want you. I'm going to remove this component. And we're going to... I don't need this. At all. Trigger material is not needed. I needed... Fuck, what the fuck did I name that goddamn script? Camera position trigger. God damn. I'm fucking dumb. Guys, I forgot to add my fucking camera and everything in there. Oh, I can actually... You know that moment when you are stupid? Okay. I don't actually need that at all. That can go away. We don't need to know that it's working. It'll work when it works. Okay. Okay, this one is marked position 2. Okay. Sawi? No, you're fine. You are perfectly fine. I think I'm just being really fucking stupid for some reason today. There we go. Yeah, my brain is about half functionality at any given time. So now we have changing cameras between 3 positions, all using one singular script. Now this script is going to start getting rather large when we add in more of the fancy camera angles, like walking back here and going outside this trigger is going to cause it to set the camera position to the other side so you can see into the back. So now we got to work on that position. So, but now that we have the fucking Pro Builder shit working, I can turn this mesh renderer back on. That's fine. I can't remove this for some reason. I don't know why. It's fine. I don't care. Just turn the mesh renderer back on. It's just a trigger. So go ahead and duplicate that really quick. Then we're going to just go ahead and vertice snap it to the end of this one if I can. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Should be the right width. You going inside? No. Okay, that's fine. All right, we're Gucci. Gucci. All right, we want this one to come out, and we want it to be here. Okay, that's the trigger for that one, and then we're going to take this camera position. Going to go ahead and we're going to duplicate number 2. A duplicato. Focus in on that, and then we want this one kind of more over here. Okay. So put it like right there. I think that's how we're gonna want to run that. And then take the main camera wherever the hell I left it. Okay, and then we're gonna move that over to here. And zoom in on that. Okay. Get in your sphere. All right, let's go ahead and work on that rotation really quick. Let's get this rotated around. Is that not going to be... I don't remember the exact position we had it in before, but it was way better than that. So let's go ahead and slide that fucker back. That's fine. And move this back as well. Give me that main camera. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right, I'm good with that position. So let's go ahead and normalize these really quick. So -17. That's fine. Still looks good. 3. And then we'll do 16.5. Okay. Give me the ball. Put it back in the sphere. Okay. Main camera. Yeah, that's a good camera angle, I believe. I believe it's a good camera. Okay. So, now we do it all over again. We actually need to change the tag on this one. We need to move it to position 3. Position 3. And go here, change this one over to position 3. So I already got the script. Good to go. I actually like having these up, so it's fine. As long as when we play, we don't see them. If we see them, yeah, that's going to be a problem. No, we just got to turn the mesh renderers off. That's right. So I just do this. That was stupid of me. Shouldn't see them. Boom. Good to go. Okay. All right. So back to the script. For here, we need to add in the new bool of position 3. Man, you're getting really difficult tonight, brain. Okay, so position 3, we're going to go ahead and add in the public vector 3, pause 3. We're just going to close it off there because it doesn't matter. And then we're going to go public vector 3. I'm going to clean all this up before we finish today. Close that off there. And then we're going to go ahead and go down here. Go pause 3 is going to be equal to new vector 3. And it's going to be equal to negative 17.3, 16.5, negative 17.3, negative 16.5, float, close that one off, and then rotation 3, not 34, going to be equal to new vector 3. And the rotation is -1. Let's just flatten that out really quick and make sure it's going to be good. Yeah, that's fine. -140. So 0, -140. God, brain, can you fucking pay attention to what you're supposed to be doing here? There we go. All right. So we're going to go ahead and delete all these because that's not needing to be there. And then we can go ahead and change these back to else statements because they do not need to be true at any point altogether. So we can just go ahead and copy pasta this. Boom. And then change this one over to position 3 player. So MC dot position 3 is equal to true. Caps lock is on. Then we're going to go ahead and copy this line. C. Make that one false. Again, we'll make this one false. Again, can't have two true statements at the same time. So then we're going to change this one over to false as well. Boom. Okay. Now, need to do this again. Again, these don't need to be checked at the same time. So they can all be else statements. So it'll run through them step by step, and it'll help optimize the code a little bit to where we can just keep chunking through. So else if position 3, and then we're going to change this one to pause 3 and rotation 3. Boom. The script is going to be a lot of individual variables and a lot of individual checks. That's why I'm trying to make sure that it is. Just remove it, that's fine. So I'm trying to make sure it's as clean as possible and not checking everything. So with the way that this is set up, if this isn't true, then it'll move to this one. As soon as it finds the true, it'll stop checking. So we just got to keep doing else if statements all the way down, and then it should be fine. And again, those happen every frame, so it's going to be a lot of stuff. All right, let's give her a check. Make sure she works. Huh? Why are you here? What? Did I put negative 16.5? I'm pretty sure I did. Oh yeah, I sure as fuck did. There we go. Yeah, that would have been really jarring for the player. Why can't I see myself? Well, you see, we didn't want you to be able to play our game. We wanted you to get to the certain point and then just stop. So... cool. Now we should be able to just go back and then come back here. And then if you're in here, we'll have another camera angle for that one. But yeah. I'm not playing with actual player controls, so I sometimes confuse myself. Boom. Perfection. Those also don't need to be public, so I can probably remove those off. So actually we are gonna drop these publics off. Okay. The bulls can stay public because I want to see them transition in and out. That's fine, but these don't need to be public at all. If we really want to see them inside the field, we can just serialize them. Now we can go ahead and remove all those too. No reason to double state it or state it in the start. So all that work to get 4 positions. But it's working. And it's working flawlessly, actually. I'm actually very happy with how this is turning out. And the camera angles are actually really fucking nice. So we just keep going and we keep chunking through, setting up the trigger areas where we want them to be. And try to minimize player not being able to be seen as much as humanly possible. So yeah, I think we're on the right track here. So we have like the most bare bones basic. Actually, I need to pull something up really quick. So if you guys don't know, a good way to manage all of this stuff is through Trello. Cutscene, shell blockouts, base mechanics. That's in work. I don't remember what I added on here. Locking interaction camera. Okay. No, I think I have another one. All right, so you can also set it up to where the camera will like float to it based on current position. So it'll do like a nice like panoramic shot. I'm not going for that. I'm wanting more of the old school style camera positioning. So if you're thinking like Resident Evil and stuff like that, you want that quick snap to each position. You don't want it to be like, oh, you're starting here. You can see all this stuff that's going on, backdrop, all that. Really nice cinematic camera. And then you walk forward and it's like, cool, now you're focusing on the main entrance. Well, what's over here? Well, let's go over here and find out. And it'll boop, snap right over to it. And then, oh, I want to go back here and look. Oh, sick, it changed camera angles so I can get a better view. And then you might be able to see something like back over here that you can go look at. It's like, oh, I saw something glisten over here. Let me just, boom, there we go. Now I know that it's there. Again, I'm using like tank controls, so like I can do multiple directions at the same time, but it is very difficult to navigate when it doesn't change based on camera perception, which I will add into the trigger checks, which will change how your camera or your controls act, which is why I haven't built out the player controls yet. Anyway, back to work, you slacker. All right. So for this one, we're just going to go right off of 3, turn that mesh renderer back on. We're going to go ahead and duplicate that one over. And then we're going to snap it directly to where we just had it. God, snapping to these is kind of annoying. There we go. And then we're going to take and we're going to extrude this one out to match over to about here. I want it about the midway point through here so that whenever you're over here, it'll make sense. And what we're going to do here is we're going to turn on position 1 as well, because it should align with this guy pretty damn close. And then we're going to take this face and we're going to extrude it out to this edge. So that way you have the transitioning between it. Before we get started, let's go ahead and add our tag. Go ahead and add position fall. So, and then we'll get our camera over here and we'll start getting all this worked out. So let's go ahead and turn 1's mesh renderer back off. And then we'll take position 4 and we'll grab our position 3, which needed to be changed. We'll duplicate that one out and then we'll just automatically rename it over to position 4. And then we will grab trigger for 3, turn that mesh renderer off because we don't need it anymore, and we'll grab position 4 and we will move it over here. This one is going to be, I think the best angle is going to be something like, and we can actually just do something like this. I don't know if I really want to, I don't really know if I want to make it as jarring as that. So if you walk in one way, kind of want to keep the camera angle consistent. So okay, let's go ahead and rotate it around. You know what's actually cool about this? We can actually grab both of these and we can slide them both back. We can actually shove this inside the pillar and you would never know. So we actually don't really need the position 4 angle, but yeah, we can actually do something like that so that whenever the player comes over, they'll be able to see themselves standing here. Because if you actually look at the camera breakdown, again, you want to avoid having as much missing character on the screen as possible. So I think this will work out pretty well. I think we are going to leave it right there inside the pillar. And the clipping should prevent it from being seen. So, or yeah, the camera culling. We can actually pull it down a little bit. There we go. I like that angle a little bit better. Yeah. I think we'll do that for position 4. Back to the script. All right, we're going to do this again. Vector 3. Pause 4. And then we're going to go vector 3. Rot 4. And then we're going to go ahead and set position 4 equal to the new vector 3. And we're going to set that position equal to we'll make it even negative 15, I think. Yeah. 2 and negative 5.5. There we go. Yeah. So negative 15 to negative 5.5. So negative 15 to negative 5.5. Float. Close that one off. Close that. Boom. And then Rot 4 is going to be equal to new vector 3. And it's going to be rotated at, make it an even 46. Just make sure that doesn't look weird or crazy. Nope, looks great to me. So we're going to 0. Was it negative? No, it's just regular 46. Boom, and then 0. Cool. Then we need to add in the new public bool position 4. And then again, we're going to copy pasta this down. Else if position 4, position 4, and Rot 4. And save that. Now I know it's weird that it's like directly in front is going to be position. I don't need this open. I know that like directly in front and then moving forward is going to be 4, but I'm kind of working in a clockwise motion from the main point of origin. So next one is going to be position 5, which is going to be just to the right of the main entrance. And then it's going to be back to position 6. The actual position does not matter. So that only matters for us as long as you can describe where it's at and say, hey, this is weird looking, or I don't like this. The camera cuts off 40% of whatever. Then that's when you're going to start getting into that. And then once we come here, again, we're just going to copy all this down. Enter that, boom. And we're going to change this over to 4. And then this is going to be false. And then we're going to add in mc.position 4 is equal to true. Then we can copy pasta this all the way up. And we're going to go ahead and kick this one to false. 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 Cool. Yeah, I wasn't changing position 0. So we should have 5 total on each one. Let me make sure really quick. And the true should like trickle down. So it should be first position, second, third, fourth, fifth. So cool. Easy enough. All right. Let's make sure it works. So trigger 4. Change that one over to position 4. Play. So under theory, it shouldn't matter where you're coming from or where you're going to. It should always work. Yeah, so the only time you're going to lose visibility, which this is going to be broken down at some point, so it won't matter. And you're really not even losing visibility. So that's fucking perfect. Let's go as close to the camera as we can. Sick. And then if we come over here and we're like, oh, well, I saw there was something over here, it'll swap to that position. Yep. Sick. We are able to rotate through every camera seamlessly. That was only 5 positions. We're going to have to do this for every single one. So all of these, besides 4, go ahead and disable mesh renderer. That is just for debugging stuff. So if we run into an issue where they're like, hey, position 3 isn't doing what it's supposed to, I have a reference showing me exactly where it's at. So same thing with 4. I will disable it because I don't want any kind of sphere or anything popping out, so it'll look weird. It's also not a physics object, so it shouldn't do anything dealing with it shouldn't stop you or cause performance issues because it's not colliding anything. These are not colliders. I mean, they have colliders on them so you can't run through them, but this one does not. Well, it does, but it's interior and it's within the faces, so it should be fine. And actually, all of these, let's go ahead and go down. Just mark them as trigger just in case, because I don't want anybody being able to run into them. I mean, I guess, yeah, I want a sphere collider on, so. I wonder if I could just exclude player layer if I put a layer for the player specifically. Yeah, it's fine. Just leave them as triggers. They don't have any script on them to do anything, so they're really just going to be empty. So, all right, let's go ahead and go to position 4. We are starting to finally get to that really nice old school style fixed camera angle gameplay. So I'm very happy about it. All right, let's go ahead and position trigger 4. Go ahead and duplicate that. And then we will do the same thing we always do. Vertices, snap it over. I really don't like gaps in my triggers when I'm doing stuff like this. Some people might call me stupid. That's fine. I don't care. I do things my way and I'll figure out if they're good or bad by the end of it. So if you don't like it, sorry about your luck, but I don't really care. Okay. So this one is going to be a little bit different because this one we have to deal with interactable doors and stuff. So this will be a trigger and a trigger. Yeah, Lens, we got him. How is the Barefoot Bandit stream going, by the way? I still care about those swabby little shits, but I just don't have time to watch their streams anymore, sadly. I feel really bad, too, because like, I really do want to watch their streams. I can't. I don't have time. They're doing well? Good, good. Only 2 days a week. Yeah. I know it's only 2 days a week, but honestly, that's still really hard for me to schedule in. Especially Now, you know what? We're going to have to do some fanciness here, I think. I think we're going to have to do the same thing on this side. I know they're only 2 days a week, but most of the time I'm streaming during their 2 days a week. Shit. I didn't think about that. We're way... Someone talk about me? Always talking about you, Medium. Thor and Goggles playing DF at the moment? Hell yeah. Oh, is Thor the one leading up the stream tonight? Or is Thor streaming on his own channel tonight? I don't even know what day it is. What day is it? Tuesday? This is getting bad, guys. Thor is streaming on his own tonight? Oh, okay. And I guess I could possibly work out a way to come play some Delta Force with the man, but I'm a busy man, you know. Barefoot was streaming tomorrow. Yeah, they're Wednesdays and Saturday, if I remember correctly. It's all right. I'll get with them at some point. I don't think these clipping into here are going to be a huge issue, to be completely honest, but we still accept you. Well, I'm glad I've not been shunned by the non-believers. You know? That doesn't seem right. Hold on. There we go. Actually, I don't need that one. I need this one. Maybe? Question mark? Yes, this is the one I need. Hold on. I'm fucking up here. You know what? That's going to bother the shit out of me. Okay. I got to fix this. This is going to bother me. Ugh. Me and my pickiness. Not like it takes a whole lot for me to do. It's just... I just can't see what the hell I'm doing. Makes it a little hard. Yeah. Come on. There we go. All right. You go here. No such thing as fuck ups, just happy little mistakes. Exactly. Bob Ross the fuck out of this game. Whoa. Okay. Come on, camera. Stop being weird. Okay, and then we're going to pull this guy back. Let him go back to... Shit. Can't see what I'm doing. There we go. There. All right. So now we need to extrude this way. You want to calm down there, guy? There we go. That was way rougher than it should have been. Guys, did you know I'm good at video game creation? I don't make mistakes at all. I never mess up anything. You're amazing. Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. Yes, the Predator is what we need now. All right, so once I get through this wall, should be able to turn around. There we go. Yeah, now we don't have the trigger in here, which now I got to do the same thing, I believe, on this side. So we got to reactivate trigger 3. Turn your mesh renderer back on, and as suspected, things are not as they should be. This one is definitely not correct. This one, is this 3? Yeah. Okay. All right. Things are not as they should be. You need to vertices snap to right here. Okay. All right. First things first, let's pull it back to here. And then we will grab the other face. Maybe. Okay, pull that one back. Oh, hail the mighty Mr. Mishu. The yellow blocks are just an outline for my triggers. I'm sorry. Who the fuck do you think you are? Was I drunk the last time I was building this shit? What the fuck? There we go. See that? So these are just outlines for the triggers. And what I'm doing right now is this trigger was actually clipping through this wall. What is a trigger? I will show you in just a second. Let me fix this really quick and I'll show you exactly what they do. Actually, I'm again overcomplicating things. I don't need to show you. I can just explain it. So a trigger is going to be what you use to have something happen based on an event. So whenever the player enters this area, it will trigger something to happen. May have napped or spaced out for the first part of the stream. No, you're perfectly fine. So all these triggers over here have some kind of code tied to them to tell them something to do whenever the player enters them. That's why it's called a trigger. So think of it as like a trip laser or something. As soon as it's crossed, something is going to happen. With what we're building right now, these are all the position triggers. Yep. So currently what I'm working on is all this nonsense. So this is just a bunch of checks to say, hey, whenever they touch this, if it's this one, make sure you do this. So for now, for instance, it's probably going to break because I haven't done anything with position 5 yet, but right now this fixed camera is going to be here and you're going to be able to navigate through. As soon as you walk out of this specific area, you're like, cool, I want to go here. It'll change the camera position where the player can see. Same thing with position 4, where you're here, it can go into this position. So again, you can navigate without being a million miles away over to here and then back up to position 2. So, and I work in clockwise motions. So all this is going to be position 0s right where you start, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it's going to move on to the outside, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth. The only reason why this is taking so long is because I have to set the collider, program it all in to make it do something, and then after that has been programmed, like we're working on position 5 right now, I have to use my little marker here, duplicate it over, and then I set it up into whatever camera position it needs to be in. So this one is going to be very similar to the way that position 3 was set up, where it's going to be in the corner over here, out looking into this area. This door is going to be interactable, so we need to make sure that it can be completely seen. And I'm just taking my time, bouncing around, moving the camera, and making sure everything works. So now that we have the camera selected, we're going to take this lovely little thing over here. Bitch, come back here. Give me you. Thank you. So I'll put it right here, and then we will rotate it around and get a really good camera position or camera angle. This is kind of low for my liking, so we'll just go ahead and pull it up. And it's rotated over a little too much. There we go. So I'm using this little itty bitty screen right here. It might be a little hard to see on your guys' end, especially if you're watching on mobile, but this is what the live camera is actively seeing. So I'm adjusting everything with that. And then these little guys I'm keeping around for debugging. So there's going to be a bunch of little spheres all over the place that you can't see. So position 5. So if, say for instance, like you're playing or you're play testing the game and you get to this point and the camera just breaks, right? Well, when you get to that position, or say for instance, you go to position 5 and your controls don't swap like they're supposed to, then I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, hey, when I go into the back right corner of the main entrance, my controls don't orient with the camera. So I'm looking this way and I push forward and my character walks towards the camera, whatever it may be. All the controls are going to be for local. So whatever the character's local is. So whenever you're working your way through, you don't ever have to really worry too much about if you're going to be walking the correct direction. So if your local forward is going to be forward, you just push forward and your character will be like, beep, boop, 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 boop. I need to turn right. It'll be local right. I'm thinking about changing that though to make it based on camera orientation. So it depends. So forward would be away from the camera. So I don't know. We'll see. So we shall see. But now that we got position 5 set the way I want it, I want to be able to see this. So whenever you're doing like fixed camera angle stuff, if you want to be able to see a lot without seeing too much. So you want to see the depth, you want to see the feet, or like, because you're coming in and it's pointing back out, you want to see the parking lot and the cars in it with the backdrop, and then you want to see, you know, the brakes and elevation, things like that. That way, whenever the player is playing, they know exactly where to look. They get a little bit of visibility, but the camera is focused on specific points. So for instance, it's the door. So the center of the camera should be mainly focused near the door to kind of draw the player to that point. If they're just exploring and looking around on everything, then the camera can't really focus on everything. But yeah. Yeah. All right, let's put this one in. We're going to go ahead and even these out. So 6.5. Then we're going to make this one a flat 3 like the rest of the cameras. And then this one is going to be 18.5. And being able to see walls and stuff and where the player enters is really important as well. So if the player enters from the right hand side, when the screen snaps, or if you walk in, you should be able to understand where you're coming in from. You know what I mean? So yeah. Check it. Actually, can I make this a little bit bigger? I can. Okay. So yeah, you want the door focused. So you should be able to see the door. God damn, my throat is shot today. But yeah, you want to be able to have the door in main focus to let the player know, hey, by the way, dummy, you need to look here. That's really rude of me. I shouldn't call players dummies. They're going to be my clientele. I need them to be excited to play my games, not me thinking that they're dummies. How rude of me. What a dickhead. All right. So, let's get position 5 set up. First things first, let's go ahead and get our public bool variable, position 5. We want our vector 3, position 5. And then we want our vector 3 rotation, rotation 5. And then we want to set pause 5. The new vector 3, and we want that vector 3 to equal 6.53, 18.5. 6.5, 3, and then 18.5. So what I'm doing here is whenever you're setting up your vectors, so your vectors are 3 corresponding numbers that relate to a 3-dimensional space. You got your X, your Y, and your Z. Your X is going to be the axis that goes, it's a little weird. It changes between some X's are up, but X is going to be like your horizontal. And then your Z is going to be your depth, and your Y is going to be your vertical. So normally when you're looking at a chart, you got X and Y, right? Unity decided to flip that. This is Y, this is X. When you add the 3rd dimension, Z goes out. So when you're working with your vector 3s, you got to make sure that you're pulling the correct ones in at the right point, or you're going to get some weird stuff. And then rotation, again, is going to be whatever your rotation is for that camera. I'm not doing 5. I'm not doing 4. I'm doing 5. And we're going to make that an even 138. And I'm trying to keep them pretty even so that it's just easier to translate over rather than trying to get 138.544317 blah, 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 blah. So, and then we're going to come down here, copy pasta again, because copy pasta is the best. And then we're just going to change these numbers out for 5s. Again, there's probably a faster way to do this, but I don't really know what it is. A switch could work, like what Law was saying earlier, or Cal, or however. A switch could work, but switches are kind of annoying. Looking at it, it's not really going to be for me. So, all right. So we're going to go down, and then again, we're going to set that to false. I love the fact that it's pre-filling it, because then I can just tab it over and move on. Tab it over, move on. Tab it over, move on. And then this one is going to be tab it over, move on. And then we're going to go ahead and copy pasta all of this again. Put that down, boom, copy that in, delete the extra spaces. And then we've got this one set to false. And this one set to true. And then we just need to simply change this to position 5. Save that. And then now we have position 5 set up and ready to go. I just need to make sure that this trigger is set up for position 5. Position 5 set. Okay, let's go back to the trigger. Set that at position 5, and then we're good to go. And then this one, we can go ahead and turn off the mesh renderer for this one and leave this one on so I can see where it's at. So now, when we go to playtest, you can just come right over here and go boop. Oh no, I can't get through. I can right here. Boop. Aha! Perfect. And then you got a nice camera angle. You can see a lot of things. You can't see everything, but you don't need to. And then you can walk right up to this door and good to go. Perfection. The Almighty Master Mr. Mishu, or whatever weird names are added to it. So, okay. Getting some work done today, ladies and gents. And now we got to do the whole thing again for the final section of the entryway. But we know how we're going to do the transition through the whole thing. So as we work our way through, we can just add in the camera angles that we want and move on from there. So when it's going to get weird is when we come out here. Excuse me. When we come out here, we're going to have to do a camera angle here, and then we're going to have to just slide it down, same angle, another camera angle down here. I mean, I guess we could snap it to where it's at the end of the street and make focus here rather than back here, so you can see kind of where you're coming from. I want it to be a cinematic adventure. I want you to walk through and go, ooh, pretty, pretty things. All right, so we can go ahead and go back through trigger 3 and 4, and we can go ahead and disable those mesh renders so you can't see them anymore. And then we'll go back into trigger 5. Duplicate that one up. We're going to vertice snap that bad boy to right here. Oh, yeah, that ain't going to work. Oh, I forgot. So we're going to delete that one, and we're going to go back to trigger 4, which is a square. We're going to turn that mesh renderer back on. We're going to grab this guy up, and we're going to snap him. Not there. We got to duplicate, dummy. There we go. Pull 6 down. And then we can vertice snap it over. And then we're going to go back to 4, and we're going to disable so it's a little easier to see what I'm vertice snapping. I think I actually already nailed it. Drink a drink. All right, Haleen, you got it. Suck down the last of this here coffee. Delicious. I think I actually fucking nailed this one. Thank you. Thank you. We are getting there. That is not snapped right. What is going on here? It is actually. Okay, never mind. That is fine. We will make it work. All right, put that there. And then actually we need to pull this one back. I think right about there. Did you see the final version of the main entrance? Yeah, I did actually. It looks really fucking good. The shading and stuff you did on it with the graffiti looks awesome. I meant to make a comment on it when you posted it, but I'm a shitty human being and I forgot. So, and that mesh renderer back on. But yes, it looks really fucking good. So, we all forget. It's okay. Well, wait, I hope you guys know I don't say these things because I truly believe them. I say them as a joke. I don't hate my life. I actually very much enjoy my life. So please don't take them seriously. Please. I actually very much enjoy my life. It's a great time. So, but yeah, the weekend was kind of fucking Jesus. Weekend was super busy. We ended up, so look at this nerd. He loves his life. Yeah. What a fucking pleb. You're 100% correct, Aileen. But no, this weekend, whew. So Saturday, we got invited out to. Now, nothing wrong with loving your life. Exactly. But tell me if I'm in the wrong here. Because this is one of those weird situations that I just don't typically run into. Usually when you get invited out somewhere, the people show up. But tell me if I'm wrong for thinking somebody is rude for inviting you out to go out for like drinks and food, whatever it may be, movies, whatever. And then they cancel on you as you're supposed to be meeting up. Right? Like, tell me, is that fucking rude? Like, they invited you out a week ago knowing that they had something to do. Yeah, right? Like, I can understand, like, if I invited, like, say for instance, we all got together and I invited you guys out to come hang out with me and then you had to cancel on me, I don't find that nearly as rude. Could have stayed home or made other plans. Exactly. So, like, Saturday, whenever I posted online that me and my wife went out for a nice date night, we were actually planning to go meet up with another group of people. One guy in particular invited us out and then canceled on us. And it's like, what the fuck? It's so fucking rude. If I invite somebody out, right, I'm already planning to go out. If I'm initiating the invite, I'm already planning to go out and do something. So if they cancel, I understand. Life comes up. It is what it is. Okay, so I'm not fucking crazy. Alright, it's just rude as shit then. To wait till the last minute is rude regardless which side does it. Now there are limits like emergencies or something else. Yeah, but like the excuse given was not acceptable. Excuse given was not acceptable. Now don't get me wrong. Me and my wife absolutely fucking loved it. She got to experience Fight Club. She got to experience her first Cajun boil, which was fantastic. They actually had really good fish there. The boil was really good. The seasoning that they had was fantastic. Right? It was good. It was actually delicious, which I was surprised at because where I'm at, it doesn't really have a whole lot of food. But we went in and had a good time. And then we were sitting there and we're like, well, the arcade's right there because it's part of like a big, like, oh, they got a bingo hall, arcade, bowling alley. They got another like restaurant in there, and we were like, well, they got your favorite game, the Jurassic Park arcade shooter, and we are like, fuck it, let's play. So we dropped $20 and got to come down here, New Orleans. Yeah, I'll show you the true Cajun boil. Yeah, that I would love to do. Oh yeah, no, I have plans upon plans, Haleen. Don't you worry. I would love to come down to New Orleans and get a solid Cajun boil. God, that'd be so good. All right. But yeah, and then Sunday we ended up meeting up with one of my buddies and we went out four-wheeling all weekend. And yeah, it was great. I've never been, but my husband swears by their gumbo. Yeah, New Orleans gumbo is delicious. I agree with your husband. He is an amazing person now. Officially my favorite person out of everybody here. I'm kidding. I am absolutely kidding. All right, so this is going to be position 6. The hierarchy looks disgusting right now. It's fine. I'll clean it up at some point. I mean, yeah, I would as well. Guns or cars, that's the way to go. Actually, I have a motorcycle I'm going to be trying to sell here soon. Okay. Main camera. I don't ride. My wife doesn't like me riding, and I understand. It scares her. Not in the sense of it scares her because I'm doing something crazy. It scares her in the sense of she thinks I'm going to die. And so I don't ride anymore, so I got a motorcycle to sell. But yes, I would love to start a car project, but as you can clearly see, I have too many fucking hobbies as it is. Because I shoot, I do streaming, I do game development, I have off-roading, we have RV trips that we plan. I like taking her out on date nights. I like gaming, uh, house remodeling, and I'm going to be starting up a little side hustle. I have hobbies I never do, yeah, and I'm gonna be starting up a side hustle to be doing some construction work on the side. So I already got offered $3,000 to do a fence, so I might go do that, and then just start bankrolling the money, right? It's a big fucking fence though, and I'm gonna be doing it by myself. So yeah, it's a big fucking fence. And there's other hobbies in there as well that I just don't do. Agreed. Same as you. I have hobbies that I just don't fucking do. But yeah, I love when sometimes plans go south, because then you just kind of wing it and it usually becomes a pretty good night. Unplanned nights for me are usually the best. So, okay, we can disable the mesh render for this one. This one we're going to keep up for now. Give me my main camera back. Let's take a look at this really quick. Yeah, I think that'll work, because as soon as you start walking out of here, it's going to transition to the other camera for the outside on the parking lot. You got a transition right here where you're going to be able to see the character as soon as they transition in. Focus is on the door. So yeah, I think we're good. I think it's beautiful. I might be doing this completely ass backwards. Yeah, it's a big ass fence. That's not, no. That's just what they're paying me. The material and stuff I haven't priced out yet. Like, that's my take home. So bitch. No, I couldn't build the fence that they want for only $3,000. That would be nuts. I'm gonna give them the super high quality Mr. Mishu experience. They're gonna walk out of there with that perfectly level fence with everything cemented in, stable, good to go, and then they're gonna come out happy. That's all I care about. Custom built fences and gates and stuff. I love doing shit like that. It's just a lot of goddamn work. Send me your measurements and I can code it out for you. Like, no shit. Send me the measurements of your fence and what kind of fence you want, and I can quote it out for you. I got some experience in it, 8-ish years. So, all right. Let's go ahead and flatten these out. So we're going to call this a 4.5, 3, and then we'll go -27. Now that I work in the lumber company, hey, there you go. See, you can get the homie hookup from Haleen to get some discounted lumber if you guys live close enough to each other. That would be the best way to do it. But yeah, I'm going to be going over there and quoting that out probably next weekend. Because this weekend, wife and I are going on a trail ride, and I ain't breaking that. So no one ever lives near me. I actually get such a great discount. I get everything at cost. Oh, bitch. I wish I got shit at cost. I don't have the fucking homie hookup for that. You know how much money I can make if I got everything at cost? That'd be fantastic. Just rub it in. That's fine. I'm in the wrong part of Florida. Yeah. I don't. Rub. Oh shit. Oh yeah, we need to do the vectors. I'm gonna break these apart because the look of it is really starting to bother me. It's just stacking up and making it hard to read. So 3 men in a tub. Ooh, sounds like a good Saturday night to me. 4.53 negative 27. Why would I want to set position 6 equal to position 6? Now, I know that you can, but that would be stupid. That would do absolutely nothing for me. Make it a flat 47. I don't need to change it here. I don't know why I keep doing this. I can just look at it and make it a flat 47 right here in the code where it's going to be setting the fucking values. But, you know, why not make things a little bit more difficult, time consuming? All right. I mean, Friday is quickly approaching, so we might be at that point, Haley. All right, look, here, I'll make you a deal. All right. I said this last time. If I can hit partner average viewership, all right, if I can hit partner average viewership, I'll make it happen. What? I gave you the right side. Wait. Friday nights. Got to make the Friday night orgies happen, but I got to be an average 75 viewers. Who else did I coax into my fucking Discord with that stupid ass statement? Everyone get in here quick. Glad I wasn't the only one who was confused. Oh, confusion is perfect. If you're confused, then you're in the right spot because we average confusion all day. Okay. 47-0, good to go. Cool. All right. Yeah, by the time we're done with this, we're going to have like 100 and something camera positions all right here. I love it. All right. Do we got the trigger set properly? Hell no, we don't. All right, we need to add that trigger in there. Right? This fucking is a banger. I'm on it. The music today has actually been pretty fucking fire. That's right. I'm using young person terms as an oldie. It's really been keeping me in the mood. Oh god, beginning of this was rough. All right, position 5. We need position 6. Oh, I need to finish out my goddamn code. Don't be dumb now. Do it correctly. But yeah, if you guys would be interested in watching or going through and giving me live feedback of me doing my vocals for my demos for voice acting, let me know. I really would like to get started on doing that. Go all the way up at top, start at the top. Boom. God, I love the auto predict. The fuck are you doing? For fuck's sake. I will read your message in just a moment. The prison pocket and lurking. Two favorite ones. I love those ones. I actually need to get with Doc. We were supposed to have a meeting on Sunday, but I ended up cutting down a fucking tree Sunday, so fuck that tree. That tree was annoying. Okay. Hold on, I feel like I doubled up somewhere here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Can't even use the damn emotes, lol. Hey. I helped cut down a tree today too? Yeah, shit's fucking annoying, ain't it? I'm sorry, Aileen. I will fix it. Yeah, you made them and you can't even use them. That's shitty. Or resub when I get paid? Oh yeah, how was your new job? I was just waiting to help push it over. Hey, that shit's important. I actually had to call one of my buddies because I was afraid I was going to hurt my wife by having her be the leverage. She won't run power tools, so her running a chainsaw was out of the question. She actually asked me to cut down a tree with an axe, which lumberjack, but no, I'm good. Fuck that noise. So, all right, go ahead and save that one up. Okay, let's do a quick check really quick. 666 66 666. All right, cool. We are Gucci. So this one should work. I don't run power tools either, and my father-in-law won't let anyone touch his. I can understand that. You love it so far. Where exactly are you working, Aileen? I can't remember. I know that you're working. Isn't it Home Depot? Or are you working at Lowe's? What the fuck? Oh. And add the tag. Par lumber. Okay. That was a butter knife. When you're not trusted with a butter knife, move to chainsaws. You never know if you're gonna until you try, you know. Yeah, let me make sure I didn't fuck up 4. Okay, we're good. Really, only in Oregon and Washington, they're like number 8 in the county. I think it was what they said. Okay. Can't be trusted with butter knife, so my husband gave me an actual knife. Good husband. I agree with his choices. I'm actually really digging these camera angles. So I think these camera angles are looking fucking sick. You know, in all honesty, I've been thinking about, oh, that is not what I wanted to do. I need you on. I just want to turn off your mesh renderer. Been thinking about like how to get like popular and shit on fucking Twitch and stuff, and I really don't understand how. I'm gonna start pushing like these out to TikTok, which is the only reason why I have a TikTok now, and like do some of the development stuff, see if I can get some followership. But I wish I could hit partner. That'd be fucking sick. You don't rage and wave your arms enough? Is that what it is? You gotta be a character? Is that what it is? Do I just need to act like a fucking idiot? Like I can't be a chill, down-to-earth person and get viewership? Like I just gonna... Oh, sorry, hold on. Is that what we're looking for? Dance, monkey, dance! Most of the ones I've seen, yeah, you have to be dramatic or extreme. I can't do that though. I can't like when I'm playing a game and stuff, I can't react to a thing, clip it. Yeah, that's how to get famous on TikTok. Full face cam, wiggle the arms, and go back to normal like nothing happened. Clip it. I can't be sitting there and like I don't get scared at games that easy. I can't just be like jump scare. Oh, I can't do that. I just can't. It breaks my soul, especially when I'm working on stuff like this. What am I going to react to? Like, oh, my wall didn't line up. Oh, dance monkey, dance. Oh no. Sad face. Hell yeah. All right, I think we're going to work on this camera angle next. So we need to turn this guy's mesh renderer back on so I can see where it's at. Let's go ahead and turn this guy back on. I know these guys, oh, that is not the right check mark. There we go. And let's turn this guy back on as well. They should be perfectly lined up. So we should be able to come out. I think the way we're going to set this one up is the trigger for this is going to be basically all along this front road. So we can set up a trigger to move the camera angle kind of up here. No, I can't do that because then if you enter here. Okay, so I may have fucked myself here, guys. I may have backed myself into a corner that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out of without setting in another camera position. So, you clipped it? Hell yeah. You better have named it How to Get Famous on TikTok or on How to Get Famous on Twitch. I mean, I guess I could just start randomly singing in the middle of my stuff. Get some Luke Bryan up in this bitch. It's immediately going to every platform, by the way. It's going to be Instagram. It's going to be... You also clipped it? It's going to be on Instagram, YouTube. It's going to be everywhere. Had to find the right part. Oh, shit. Ah, yes. How to Get Famous. Let's see your magical work here. Yeah, that's How to Get Famous on TikTok. Full face cam. Wiggle the arms. And go back to normal like nothing happened. Perfect. That's how I'm going to get famous on, Twitch. I can't be sitting. That's how I'm going to get famous. We're just going to start wiggling the arms every day. Wacky wave inflatable arm flailing tube man. Okay. So, I think I'm going to actually have to set up like a transitionary camera out here, and then we can do the whole frontal. That's your next emote. How do you get all your emotes? Well, you see, I was being an idiot one day and I went and then right back to being me, and things just happen, Then fucking I was a billionaire. Who knew? All right. So looking at it like this, if we actually set up the camera to be somewhat like this, we're going to have to set up a transitionary camera right here. Or we could have it be just like looking down this way, and then there's step to the right and it'll go. I really didn't want to do that though. But if I try to set it up like this and they walk out behind, then I'm kind of screwed. Because then they can't see any of their movements over here. So we might do like an alleyway shot right here. And then when they walk to the right, it'll... And then you'll be able to focus on this door and this door. And then when they get further down, we can have it come back and be kind of like this. And then have an invisible barrier over here, so they don't accidentally walk off the edge of the map. I expect it to be done by the end of the week. Actually, I expect it tomorrow. I want it on my stream tomorrow. I'm kidding. Please don't take me seriously. Bitch. All right, bitch, you need to listen up here. But yeah, I think if we do something like that where we have it kind of at the edge of this road, it'll give enough visibility where you can see all the stuff going on, broken pieces in the back. Yeah, I guess we'll run with that. I'll work on it on my lunch break. I mean, I prefer you eat lunch on your lunch break, but I mean, I'm just a big dum-dum. I don't know these things. Slowly but surely, it's coming along. It really is. It really is. I'm actually very happy with the progress we've made so far. There are a lot of things that could have gone very wrong with all this. So at least you're eating. I can't say I'll be upset with you if you're eating. So as long as you're eating. Don't be a big dum-dum like me and just refuse to eat. Oh, next week is a vegetarian challenge. I'm gonna hate life. Absolutely fucking hate life. What is food? Exactly. We don't need food. Food is for fucking rich people and yeah. Just rich people. I don't know where I was going with that one. Just rich people. All right. Now. You need to go one more. There we go. So put one there, and then I will make this trigger nice and tight like a tiger. We're gonna line it up just with that. Boom, good to go. And then we'll put in position 7 right here. Then we'll have it looking directly this way. So give me position 6. Turn that mesh renderer back on. Duplicate. Give me that. You come over here. And you come over here. And then we'll have it looking... awkward, bitch. Line you up right there. There we go. Boop. Oh, motherfucker. Didn't duplicate. Duplicate. Thank you. I'm gonna realign it. Bitch. Go. Now that mesh render can go away, and we'll rename this one to position 7. You go away. So I don't know. I feel like sometimes, like, whenever I'm focusing on stuff like this, I get a little sidetracked and I don't really talk too much. I just say random shit that pops into my head. Fall asleep for half an hour. Now I'm awake. Ugh. That is rough. That is very rough. Yeah, I think I look sick. That's why I try to avoid taking naps as much as humanly possible. So sometimes it don't work, and I get that, but it just, ugh. I love random thoughts. I didn't want to take a nap. My body said I had to. Yeah. Well, I feel like you're also working grave shift. Grave shift is probably the roughest shift you'll ever work. It is one of those that it's just either you're adjusted to it and you sleep like a baby during the day. You have the best blackout curtains ever. All that fun stuff. Why am I not monitoring my live? There we go. Yeah, and then you get that where, so that's what I was about to say though. Is like either you know grave shift, you work it, you're good, or you get the situation where you bounce back and forth, and your body has no idea how to fucking react, and then you're sitting there struggling all day because your body wants to sleep because you just made it stay awake all day, and now you're working day shift and you can't sleep. So whenever I was originally working and I just made little boy rank, or no, large boy rank. I can't remember what it was. Whatever you called an E5. I think it was Haleen that asked me if I was got big boy rank yet. Whenever I was working with that, I ended up going back and forth between all 3 shifts that we work within the same week, and my body didn't know how to react, so I just ended up staying awake for 3 days. Large boy rank. There we go. I'm just tired from working till midnight last night and then getting up at 9 this morning to do yard work. Gross. Next is big boy rank. You're right. I'm going to become a big boy. All right. I think we're actually good with position 7. I think that looks good. It kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it does at the same time. So you need to look up the Newcastle Big Boy. I did yard work until 9 a.m. or from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. Ugh. They walked around Walmart and Sam's Club with friends. That's not relaxing. Hey, you just been on your feet, cutting up stuff, moving a bunch of heavy stuff, and then guess what? Now I want to go walk around Walmart and Sam's Club. I will say though, we were helping one of my buddies move when we were stationed over in England, and they wanted to go up to IKEA. Now, if you've never been into an IKEA store, it is a fucking nightmare. I swear to God, they build them as torture devices for the CIA. So, don't go to IKEA if you've never been to IKEA. But they lay out the store to where you have to walk through everything, right? It's this giant, like, path that they've just made in a huge fucking warehouse. Exactly. Rotting on my couch is like my number one go-to for relaxation. Or doing this. This is actually extremely relaxing for me. But so they lay it out in a way where it's just giant floored warehouse, and you have to walk in a path all the way through. And the path shows you everything that they have. Now, you can't buy things off the floor. You just have to look at them, look at the number, write it down on your little piece of paper, and then go to the warehouse and go find it, load it up on a cart, and then go stand in a queue that is probably 3-hour wait just to get to the front to pay for your shit. Don't ever go to IKEA. That was the worst experience of my life. I ride in my computer chair. IKEA is trash. I ride in my computer chair, but it's not relaxing. It makes me take naps. I don't want it. You know, having your cats probably pile on top of you and make a nice warm blanket doesn't really help either. Meatballs aren't even good? No. I'd much rather go to like Costco or Sam's Club where they actually have decent food. Don't tell me that a chicken bite ain't fucking delicious. I love it though when my dogs and cats. You're a liar. Linz, you're a liar. You've never had a chicken bake. And way cheaper. Very true. Yeah, I don't really like IKEA. That was a terrible fucking experience. I worked in the cafe at Sam's Club. They were terrible. I mean, I'm not going to say their health and safety regulations are up to par, because they're probably not, but I didn't care. I didn't get sick from it. Bitch. Stop it. Pause 7. New Vector 3. Probably how to select the camera. 9.5, 3, and 42. I keep trying to use my number pad, and that's my scene changer, and it doesn't work. Pizza was decent. Gave me carpal tunnel. We were clean. You may have been. I'm not going to credit all Sam's Club, because I don't believe it. 9.5. Float. 3, as always. And then 42. 42 will work. Negative 42? Yeah, negative 42. That would have been jarring. It's going to be 3, or not 6. We're changing 7. Rotations of 0 all around. 0, 0, 0. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and do the position 7 update. Bam, boom, bam. Change this one over to 7. Change this one over to 7. And then change this one over to 7. Bam. Okay, save that one up. Camera position. Again, back up to the top. We need to make sure that we're adding in MC position 7 false all the way down. Everything was frozen, so there isn't much room for error food-wise. Now it's storming? Great. Now I won't sleep. What? I sleep so good during storms. Oh, sorry. What? Gotta get used to overreacting to things. I sleep so good during storms. It's unreal. I literally become the dead during a storm. Okay, that one is added. Let's go ahead and let that compile. I may have storm issues since I was a child. I mean, I understand people are scared of storms. I get it. I just like, I understand that there is that fear, but at the same time, I can't understand the fear. It has to do with hearing issues and loud thunder. Lightning is triggering to the thunder. Yeah. I mean, I, I don't know. I'm a storm chaser. I'd be one of those guys sitting out on their porch just watching as a tornado formed. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just boop. Whoa! I didn't change my tag. This custom tags is gonna be nuts. I'm hopping off. Got to go to bed soon, or got to go do bed stuff with the kids. Good night. Yeah, good night, Aileen. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for hanging out. It's always a blast. I'm also the watch from my porch person. Nah, nah. I can't do the watch from the porch. I would rather chase it. Can't be brave and just push. But it makes sleeping rough. Yeah. I hope you get some decent sleep. I really do. Sleep be important. Honestly, you know, it's weird is I've actually been getting less sleep for the last couple nights, or more sleep for the last couple nights, and I've been feeling more tired. So I gotta change something with my diet or something, because I am feeling absolutely fucking drained. And also again, might be work. A lot of shit that I'm currently in charge of and trying to get fixed and figured out, and sometimes it just don't work. Okay. Trigger 6. Diet and stress can do it. Oh, I ain't stressed. It's just I'm overworked. Hormones and yada yada. Yeah. You're very right. I'm not arguing with that, but I think I'm gonna have to make the step up a little bit higher here. Which means we might be rebuilding this entire character under a character controller, which is why I'm not working on the character. Might be doing a character controller, because character controller is going to be better for what we're wanting to do. So average of 4 hours or 5 hours, and sometimes it's okay, and others it's perfect. Yeah, I usually average about 6. So whenever I get more, my body just kind of goes into shock and it doesn't know what to do with itself. So I feel you. So, and I think because I've been actually getting 8, my body's just kind of like, I'm gonna have an aneurysm now. So it just reminds me of Sexy Sax Man. Got that mesh render off. It's already a trigger. Good to go. All right. Yeah, I think we are going to be pausing there for the night. We actually got quite a bit of the camera angles done for that front position. I didn't expect it to take me 4 hours, but we technically have character control. Technically, it's going to change drastically because I hate the way it controls. I don't want to use rigid bodies. I think I am going to just do a character controller because its animation state machine is way fucking better, and it actually can be better for doing smoother animations. So, but yeah, I think we're set up on the front. We have some pretty decent scenes. I think that some of the camera angles might be adjusted, but none of them allow the character to really fully disappear except for back here. Oh, yeah, I forgot I don't have my controls actually set up. So you can disappear back here, but you can't disappear very far. Like, yeah, it's not very far. I might adjust this one. We'll see. Might be left until playtesting just to make sure. But yeah, now we have fully transitioning scenes. It's great. Focuses seem correct. Yeah. And then you can transition in and out of any one of them. This is the way we got our setup built. It's fucking great. All right. When I get more, I just want to sleep all day. Yeah, right? It's weird. It really is a weird side effect. you sleep more and you're more tired. Yeah, 100%. It works no matter what. Because, like, if I just come here, we can go up this way, backwards. I can actually just come straight out the middle here. Yeah, go back into that one. It doesn't matter what order you get them in. So you can all the directions that you want. So and this is why I don't like this. So that's why I'm building it so methodically. Is the way that this reads is that it checks whatever the actual tag is. Yeah, no, you're good. I 100% ask. Yes. I'm not saying that to be condescending, I promise. But this is checking what position of the trigger you're actually on. So this is saying, hey, this is trigger 0 or tag 0. And then it's checking saying, hey, transition to this one. Yes, no, whatever it is. If this object is this, then do this. And then it's going through and it's canceling all the other ones to make sure that they're not active. And you're getting weird camera glitches and snapping and all that fun stuff. So, and then I got a player movement script that this is all going to change. This whole fucking thing is going to become all character controller, I think. This character controller handles a lot of shit that I don't want to try to program. When I could just be like, here you go, character controller, set your step height, good to go. So, I honestly prefer character controller over rigid body. Yeah, I think we're gonna be now that we got this done, we can actually start working on building out the parking lot and the interior, and then we can move from there. So I might work on the character controller next time, to be honest. Let it get everything built out for that and start working on interactions and transitioning between areas. So for now, I can set it up to where if you walk up to a door, it just disables the collider and you can just walk right through. So we'll see. But yes, that is going to be it for tonight. We got a lot of fucking work done. Let me go ahead and make sure I actually save all this. But tomorrow we're going to be continuing working on this and try to get as much done as we can. Probably going to be moving on to mainly programming here soon, because I'm still waiting for some of the concept art to get done, and we're waiting on some of the character models and stuff like that to get done, so we're not integrating animations and stuff like that yet. But yeah, I'd say that if we keep at the pace that we're going, we're probably going to be done here in 6 months with this game, dependent on art. Programming side, gray boxing, all that fun stuff, we'll probably have that done for sure in 6 months. But as far as release time, probably 8, if I had to take a rough guess. Don't hold me to that. It's just a rough guesstimation based off of my progress. So if it takes us 10 months to do art, it takes us 10 months to do art. So, but yeah, this game will be coming up. There is going to be a gray box playtest after we get the main character in and most of the functionality done. 8 months, 5 years from now. Perfect. But this is going to be the poster child of the company. So, gotta make it right. Gotta make it smell right, taste right, feel right. Just gotta make it work, you know? So, anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Until then, bye-bye for now.